Support for PBS Kids comes from viewers like you and
Scotch 3M is also a proud sponsor of today's video.
Getting married? Invite Scotch brand archive tape.
Building a movie library?
Get this dust-resistant collections tape. Ever use the same tape to record over, 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 to record over?
Hello everybody, it's Trevin Reed here once again for one of those, mid-tier videos, I guess, because people are going to look at a video like this and just instantly be like, well, I don't want to watch it, and I know you guys don't care, you guys just want to come in for the bootleg stuff. But instead of that, I thought this was actually a pretty interesting relic, this DVD player, this PBS Kids DVD Playtime Pad DVD combo. For on-the-go family entertainment in one device. This is easily one of the worst things I've ever had to deal with in my entire short life. All right, let's talk about it. Okay, so here's the box, and it does come with a free DVD, which is a $12.99 value. Basically, this DVD, it's kind of the only reason I really picked this up, and I don't think this DVD was like sold anywhere or anything like that. But all you get, you get this DVD here. So it does come with a DVD, and it says it comes with like 145 video clips, which I'll have to see about that.
Kids.
That's like really loud. I mean, could you imagine, like, it's like 12 at night and it's like you want to use this thing or whatever, and you're just greeted to that like loud sound, it's like really loud. Okay, so we're just waiting for the whole thing to load up here, and all right, so we're on the home page, and I'm just gonna go ahead and click this right here, the wallpapers, to see what kind of wallpapers they have. And I can already tell that this is obviously running on a pretty low ISO, or like an older one of that. I'm gonna click this Cyber Chase one because I think that Cyber Chase wallpaper looks pretty sweet, pretty rad. So there you go, I just changed the wallpaper out to Cyber Chase, So let's see what else we got on here. What else do I want to mess around with? I guess I'll mess around with gallery. Well, it looks like there's no photos for the gallery, so I guess I'm just gonna get out of here. Just click the home page. Alright, let's go ahead and play some games. I mean, might as well just go ahead and play some good old games. And wow, I mean, you actually have to click allow just to play the games on this thing. And more loading, because that's just obviously what we need, is just some more loading, and some great lag too, so some great lag. Alright, let's go ahead and let's look for a game to play. I mean, obviously we have quite a few of them, but I just don't know which one I really want to start off with because, you know, the selection is so vast of all these free games. Okay, well I clicked on one there by mistake, and we're just gonna take a while and see how long that this game loads, you know, for it to load. Yeah, I wonder whatever happened to that Scotch 3M commercial that I showed earlier.
Record over, to 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 record over.
Okay, well I guess the Scotch 3M commercial is still not working. But obviously this is still loading. It's taken like a long time to load, obviously. Alright, finally we got it. Yay. Alright, I guess I gotta click it one more time while the screen just dimmed. Alright, there we go. Finally getting some game. You know, some gameplay. I guess. Oh, we still got more loading. Like, what is it with the loading?
On the tadpoles to point the camera. Then press the red
speaker,
button to take a picture.
the speaker on this is just not that great. Okay, so I took a picture, and it's got like these
We took a picture of the tadpoles.
these
Tadpoles
objects,
and baby frogs.
which are not loading at all.
It turn into frogs.
That doesn't look like frogs. You know, that doesn't look like frogs. Wow. Some game. Well, I won.
Great picture.
I won. I'm taking these pictures. I'm Peter Parker over here taking pictures of frogs. You know, isn't that great? So I guess, like, I'm supposed to take another picture. Okay, I'm gonna go back here.
We took a great picture. Let's see if this helps us earn any badges.
So I guess this game is supposed to be kind of like a Pokemon Snap kind of thing, but it's not working very well on this device. I'm clicking. Okay, there we go. We got something. Okay, so I did get a badge for that. I got a frog badge or something.
That picture is helping us earn a badge.
Yes, indeed. All right, I got a badge. So how do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? One of the more annoying features is, like, you know, if you want to get out somewhere, like, here's what's weird is, like, I'm on some kind of hub. I don't know, some kind of interface. I don't know what's going on. I'm supposed to swipe up. All right, let me turn it on, and then there we go. Set up software update. So let me go to more settings. Okay. How do I do the software update? So I click it. There we go. Wow. Network error. Oh, that's not good. Okay. So I can't update the software. See if the video thing's gonna work. Because the last time I tried this, it didn't work very well, so it makes me wonder. And it still can't load the video. Okay, now it's loading something. Yeah, it still can't load. It's weird. So the video stuff doesn't work at all. Yeah, the video stuff just does not work at all. You know, you could click on this thing, click on that thing, and nothing. Nothing at all. Yep, so the video portion doesn't work, and I don't even know how you're supposed to get back to the thing. Okay, so you just go up here and then that's it. The one thing that really sucks about this is, like, it just takes forever for, like, the games to load. You know, like, and I'm not blaming that on the Wi-Fi. I have a very good Wi-Fi signal. I think it's the device itself. The device itself just does not register very well when it comes to, like, loading up anything. So now the game's loaded. I guess I have to click it again, maybe. Yeah, there we go. It's weird how, like, the games work for the most part. Well, not for the most part, but, like, they work to some kind of capacity, but the video portion, like, doesn't work at all. That portion is pretty much dead.
Bunny needs your help.
All right. Look at that, we're stuck at 63, 65. Yeah, 65. 85. Now we're at 100, so it takes a while.
Dr. Aardvarkian is releasing bad...
Alright, let's just skip the story. Let's just go on to the gameplay.
Select our partner to help save the city. Bionic Bunny.
Yeah, why else would I want... Why else would I not want Bionic Bunny, you know? Like, of course you want Bionic Bunny.
Is causing problems all over the city.
Alright. A lot of loading. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Mattel's Hyperscan, you know? Where it's like, it's barely a game because there's like 95% loading, you know? The only thing you don't have to do on this is scan anything like the Hyperscan. That was the big gimmick, was like, oh, you could scan like cards and stuff. It's like, oh, that's one of those things where, like, I remember as a kid seeing a commercial for it and being like, wow, that looks cool. But I was fortunate enough to be raised up on, like, PlayStation and stuff.
Scooter is out of fuel.
Okay. His scooter's out of fuel.
Move, swipe, or tap up or down.
Okay, I'm going up. Going down. Up, down, up, down. Down, up.
This is scooter fuel. Collect 5 of them to get Bionic Bunny flying again.
What happened? And it just crashed. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we're back up.
That's bad energy. Steer our scooter in front of it to destroy it.
Wait, what's bad energy? It just froze. Are you saying it just froze? It just froze. Yeah, it just froze. Wow. I guess we just have to listen to this wonderful instrumental. And we can't help out Bionic Bunny, so I guess he died. Or not Bionic Bunny. Dark Bunny. We couldn't help him out, you know. I guess Dark Bunny is no longer with us. What a tragic, what a travesty. Yeah, this thing's like frozen. Wow. Wow, that's a lot of butt. And it's frozen too. Like, I'm trying to turn it off. Oh, shoot. Well, that's not good. It froze. And it's frozen. Like, it's stuttering. It like crashed the whole thing. There we go. I just have to shut it off manually. Wow, that's great. That's just great. That's great. That is marvelous. Can't even, like, you know what? I kind of miss the TV Go-Go, honestly. I kind of miss the TV Go-Go. Mostly just the fact that that actually operated and worked to some capacity. Like, that worked to some capacity, you know? It may have sucked, and I may have made fun of it.
PBS Kids!
But this is like, this cost a lot more than the TV Go-Go. And this has a DVD player attached to it. So I expected a lot more from this than the TV Go-Go. You know, it's just, I'm very disappointed so far. I'm going to try one more game. And see if it works. If it doesn't work, then we're just going to try something else. Wow. And it just takes forever for this thing to load, you know? I guess he's thinking, hey, Dash, what are you thinking about? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, let's go back. Still loading. All right, let's try the games thing one more time. Let's see if we can actually try to play another game. The one game kind of worked, sort of. Blank screen. All right, let's try. Oh, come on. Let's try this one here. See if this one will help us. We gotta wait for this to load too. Wow. All right, so that last game I tried to load up is giving me a dark screen right now, so I'm gonna just sit here for a little bit. I've been going through the manual just, you know, ever so slightly as we're sitting here waiting for this game to load. Let's see if I can just try to prop this up crudely best I can. All right, there we go. Well, I'm just gonna call it on this one. This game ain't working, unfortunately. That stinks. I can't even take it off of the thing. This thing, I tell ya. So after a day of using it, I didn't realize that, like, you know, this thing was kind of locked. And what I mean by that is like, I didn't know that this was on like the parent setting. You know, I don't know why you would really want it on like a parent setting exactly. So you can actually modify the settings just by taking it off of the that. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't understand that. You know, let's see, because this was asking me to update it earlier. So it does have a drop down screen where you could actually do some more stuff with it, and you even have auto rotate, which all we're not going to do any of that right now. Okay, so we have all these drop applications here. You know what? This thing does not have a camera on it, which I guess makes sense because it's a kid's device and, you know, they don't want to do any of those, you know, weird camera things. I think that's kind of against the law. But it does have DVD player on it, so I guess we're just going to try some more DVDs, since that's really the only thing that seems to function correctly is the DVD unit.
Now you can experience your favorite movies like never before with the incredible new world of DVD.
Yep, never before. It's so, like I said, there's so much like lag in it. Like it almost feels like the player just only can output like so many frames per second, and that's pretty embarrassing, you know, considering that this is an old DVD. You know what I mean? What I also find fascinating is that these Spanish subtitles just, you know, appear, you know, themselves. You can't even really see me through the reflection. There's a lot of reflection coming from the outdoors right now, so you can't even really see the screen that good, you know. I mean, I'll give it this. It does work. But see, the thing is, is like even the backlights, you know, kind of dim on it. I guess you could go to the settings and like adjust that. But it's one of those things where I just look at it and I'm just like, why would you really want to waste your time and resources, you know, trying to, you know, get this thing to work properly, you know? It's just one of those things where I'm just like, man, the amount of work it takes to actually try to get this thing working. Portable DVD players are not really the greatest thing to rely on anyways. I've had a portable DVD player when I was a kid, and it ended up scratching about 90% of my DVDs. They had like those circular scratches, you know, like when you have like an Xbox 360 game or a PS2 game that has that same problem. Well, that's what basically happened to about most of my old DVD collection, was that it just ate the disc. Now it just makes it really hard. One of the things I really dislike about this player is like, so I have this DVD of The Fugitive here, right? And obviously this has like bonus features and a menu, and this is one of those DVDs where I don't think it goes through the movie, you know, automatically. And, you know, certain DVDs like these are made specifically to go to the menu and, you know, click the options. Now, I think there's an app out there that has maybe like a mobile remote or something, I don't know, but it is really annoying when like you have like a, you know, DVD player and you don't have like a menu function. So, you know, I just have to go here and click play, and I'm assuming, and it takes me back to the Warner Brothers logo. I'm gonna actually turn the light off. Yeah, it takes me back to the Warner Brothers logo. And I gotta tell you, like, I don't know how many frames this is running in, but it's a bad, you know, frame rate. And see, I'm trying to click play here, but okay, there we go. And it takes a while too. It just has a really slow, you know, loading. And look at that, the fly's already trying to track to the screen, which is just super annoying. But see, it's just so like irritating to use. And like, I just click play on the movie, and there's no touchscreen function either, so it just makes it even more frustrating. So I'm gonna click OK. So you have to click OK, and it takes a while to load. Like, the loading for this is really bad. And
Well, I'm sitting here in Santa Barbara being interviewed about this DVD track for The Fugitive.
yeah, let's see if I can go to the movie. So I'm gonna have to click skip, because that's probably some kind of like introduction or something. I miss the days when DVD used to do that. So now we're at the movie. But again, you can't select any kind of subtitles or anything like that. I mean, you get the movie, right? You know, you get the movie.
Oh, wow, gee whiz, look here.
And it looks just as good as a DVD will look, but it's one of those things where as I'm just going through it, like, you know, I'm really just kind of disappointed in the quality. But even then, like, you know, okay, so it's got a rewind function, but there's no slowdown function either, so you can't even do that. So you just have to kind of wing it, which kind of stinks. But yeah, that's basically the DVD unit, which is pretty much something I really was really disappointed in. So really the only thing that works on here still is the DVD, and I don't even think the DVD unit's all that great. I don't really like this clamshell design. It's very flimsy and easy to break. It's got a nice, I mean, it's got a nice design, but you know, they really should have just did the thing where like there was like a clamshell here and then you could like spin this, because that's another thing, is like you cannot spin this at all. Like this is basically sewed on, like the hinge is practically just on this thing. As far as I know, you can't sew it on or anything like that. Yeah, let's try like some more DVDs, shall we? All right, let's put in Sleepy Hollow. Might as well. Alright, so Sleepy Hollow's in there. I don't remember if this had any special features on it. Oh, this does have features on it. This is like one of those old Paramount releases or DVDs, so I wasn't sure if there was features or not. It's like really sputtery. Like it's like struggled to read that. You know, it like struggled to just read that. Like you just hear it in there just struggling, you know. But yeah, this whole part, it's just super annoying when you got to click on the thing like that. It's just super annoying. And I accidentally clicked on the movie. But again, there's no way to get back to the menu. So you're just kind of stuck. You know, you're just kind of stuck. Yeah, you got to turn down the volume in practically increments. You know, and again, there's no way to get back to the menu, which is like super annoying. So I hit stop twice. That's always what I do. But again, there's no way to get to the menu. And that's a real big problem. I mean, if you really need to get to the menu, like those to me are like the kind of things that you explicitly need for a DVD player, is like a menu or a remote. You know, you need a remote. You know, otherwise you're just kind of, you know, just not really able or capable to do much without a remote. You know, it's just kind of a waste, and that kind of stinks. That just stinks like hard. And again, you should be able to turn the player off, you know, while the disc is running, so that way, or not turn it off, but like essentially there should be a way to at least stop the disc. I just find it kind of crude, and I'm always checking these discs to make sure, like, I want to see if they're getting any scratches of any kind, because there really just isn't much support with the disc. I mean, this is all you get. I mean, there's no like backing pads or anything like that, so the disc is basically just hitting against the plastic. You know, it's just kind of one of those things where you're just kind of like, that's real unfortunate. But you know what? I think it's time. I think it is time for me to try out Bootleg here. Yeah, so we got Hoodwinked here on Bootleg DVD. This is a movie I have not seen in a very long time. I think the only time I've ever seen this movie is when they premiered it on Cartoon Network, I think around like 2008. And I really don't remember much about this movie, to be honest with you. It's been years, but people have said that this movie holds up pretty well. Big two thumbs up. Big two thumbs up. What does that mean? Big two thumbs up? Is that like some kind of pun or metaphor that I'm just not understanding? I don't know. That's from Jamie Miller News or Jamie Miller from News Weekly. Okay, that's what, you know, that's who put that on there. And this movie is not rated PG-13 for sexual humor. No, that would go to Miss Congeniality 2. That is the movie that they stole all this bottom from, you know. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and load her up. There we go. Oh, wow. Some Nickelback. Wow. Don't you love it? I didn't know Nickelback was associated with Hoodwinked. You know, at least but again, I haven't seen this movie in a while. Now, I'm looking at this. It has like this DVD animation here. That's interesting. And it's not one of those things where, like, you know, you go to like the next portion. Okay, so you can go to the menu. So here's the crazy thing. This little bitty corner here. This little bitty corner. This little bitty corner. This is the only way to get to the menu. That's the only way to get to the menu. With that little bitty corner. How would you know that? And I think I glitched it out. Oh, that's great. Alright, but now we're at the movie Hoodwinked, and boy, does this look amazing. This looks like a Video Now color. Kids, if you don't know what a Video Now is, definitely go ahead and look it up. That's what I had to deal with growing up, was the Video Now. Like, I mean, go back to that, like, Alliance logo. Let me go back to that, because that was just too glorious seeing that. And then it just goes back here. That's weird. Yeah, this is just too glorious. I mean, it sucks because my phone is making this look better than it really is. And it's not good at all. It's not.
And if she did, she'd tell me about it. We tell each other everything. Right, Granny? Sure, dear. Mostly.
I don't know why, but this looks... See, like I said, this is giving you like this false impression that this looks good, but where I'm sitting right now, this looks terrible. Okay, this looks really kind of terrible. Yeah. I'm just gonna call it at that. I mean, there's nothing else to this bootleg. There's no previews or anything like that. So I'm gonna just click exit, and then I guess the disc just stops spinning. They don't really tell you that. But there's that bootleg. Or it spins really fast. It has like a really fast spinner, I guess. Like, these things just run on spinning. They just run on spinning. I'm just gonna keep letting it spin. It's like go, go, go. I wonder how fast it was spinning exactly. That's how you know you got like a kind of a cheaply made DVD player, is when the disc is spinning so crazy like that. You know, like it really has a hard time finding the information when it spins like that. All right, let's go for some Stanley Kubrick with Eyes Wide Shut. I mean, we got to do Stanley Kubrick. It's just for the occasion. We just have to do some Stanley Kubrick. And by the way, don't worry about, you know, how I'm taking these discs out. I actually was going to get rid of this one anyways, because I think they're releasing this to 4K, so I don't really need it. And the thing just shut off on its own. Great. Just went on standby, so you have to turn it back on like that. At least I don't have to go back to the startup. So that was everybody's Labor Day. You know, my Labor Day was pretty fun. You know, I went out to Six Flags. You know, I did that earlier this year. All right. Wow. And we got the Warner Brothers logo there. But I'm going to see something real quick. I want to see something. I want to see if you could actually try to get subtitles on here. Trying to turn this thing up. Trying to turn this thing up just a little bit. Actually, you know what? Probably is for the better, because I think... if I remember, the copyright guards for this movie are pretty insane, because I think even like I remember, even if you upload it like the TV spots, or like the TV spots have like some copywritten music. So I'm gonna see if I could try to get subtitles on here. So you can just go ahead and select subtitles. I just think that this is a really kind of ghetto way of doing this, you know. I mean, it's like we have touchscreen function, but like you have this big O. Like, wouldn't it just be easier to just have this be a touchscreen and not like, you know, this crap right here? This kind of ruins the whole thing, you know? Just kind of ruins it. But yeah, we got some Eyes Wide Shut. I'm trying to wait for, there we go. So wait, I was able to get subtitles, but man, this thing just moves like slow, you know? Like it just moves like really, well, not slow, but it has that like stutter or lag to it, you know? It's like, you don't want that. All right, so I pulled out a VCD. Let's see if this actually will read with the VCD. All right. Put this in here. All right, a VCD reads. Not bad. Not bad at all. A VCD does definitely read. Yep.
And this is what happens when you watch DVD. It's a movie on a disc the size of a CD. The picture is twice as sharp as VHS. The sound is infinitely clearer. It looks and sounds like you're at the movies, but you can experience it at home. Not to mention, you can watch it in widescreen. Pick your language. Choose from any additional features.
All right, and the very, very last thing I'm gonna do for this video is we're gonna try out Reservoir Dogs. Okay, we're gonna try Reservoir Dogs because we got to do Quentin Tarantino up in here. You know, just have to do Quentin Tarantino of any capacity. It's hard because this stand keeps falling off of there, or that stand or support in the back is really not effective in any given way. So we got the Artisan logo there, and I can't go to the menu. Actually, I might have to mute the audio because if I remember, they do play a little green bag in the menu, but we'll see. But again, it would be so much better if there was just a touch screen, you know? One of the other things I wanted to show was that they had this sing-along, like, I guess, app. It takes a while to load, just kind of like everything else, because again, this is running off of an Android ISO. And they have this TV show listing, but for me, Arthur is like a huge missing component of this. Because Arthur had like some great songs, you know, like the library card and stuff, and you know the selection here is pretty limited. Although some shows vary in terms of, you know, the amount of stuff they have. What's weird is like, you know, I don't know if these are all sing-alongs, because I see like the theme song here, but then I guess these are all just like some clips that they have already embedded, you know, like some clips that they have here. So it's not all sing-along, which, you know, is a little deceptive, I guess. And Cyber Chase just has the theme song, which, why? This show, I think, is still on the air. It's like, are you telling me this show is still on the air? Like, who's like a huge fan of this show still? I mean, I don't know. You know, I mean, the memory is like very limited on this thing. It's literally less than a gig. In fact, most of the memory has actually been used up, which makes it very difficult to use a lot of the other apps on here, you know? And trying to get the internet functionality on it is just a real pain in the butt. I mean, it just moves so slow, and with the lack of memory it has, it just makes it harder for you to really use it for any other purposes, you know? Like I said, the DVD is really the only thing that functions, you know, halfway decent. It's just the DVD, you know? That's really it. I mean, everything else just kind of functions like crap. Even like even the back here, you know, trying to get the stand, is just not even all that great, you know? It's just one of those things where it's just like a big nuisance. it's like a big nuisance using this thing. You know, just makes me just very aggravated. Very, very aggravated. So yeah, in hindsight, you know, honestly, I just can't like recommend picking this up except for as a novelty item, and the novelty comes from the fact that this will pretty much work on just about most, if not all, your DVDs out there. But here's the reason why I can't recommend this, because the internet stuff doesn't work anymore. You know, most of it doesn't work as good as it used to, or probably, you know, I don't even know how good it would have been like a few years ago. Like, I think this came out like 2018, and what really bums me out about this is that I feel sorry for any kid who got this, because I grew up a PBS kid. And, you know, if and you guys know me, I love DVDs and stuff. So if I was the target audience for this, you know, like if I was the right age for this, I would have been so excited to get one of these, and I probably would have been okay with it. But, you know, just because I'm a little bit more forgiving of stuff like this. But honestly, like, after having, you know, dealt with this thing for about like a week now, it's just like, I just want to be done with it, you know? The novelty just quickly wears off, because, I mean, like, the DVDs, even though they work, they still have a lot of stutter in them. And honestly, a real DVD player, or a better portable DVD player, can handle like all the frames that a DVD has, which are about like 60 frames typically, if I'm not mistaken. But, you know, a DVD is only about like, you know, 480 a picture. You know, it's not like super HD. And for something that has HDMI on it, which I didn't try the HDMI, by the way, but something that has HDMI, you expect a lot more from this. And I didn't try the SD card or the HDMI port. You know, I can't imagine how this would look on a TV, and I can't even imagine, you know, how the like SD card stuff would work. I mean, I wonder if it's going to be just as glitchy and just as messy as, like, you know, using the DVD portion. I mean, the DVD works, right? Like, the DVD works, and that stuff's pretty cool, but the design stinks. It's very easy. It's very, like, flimsy and very easy to break. It doesn't feel very, sturdy. It feels very fragile, like it's going to break in my hands, like, literally. Like I said, the internet stuff doesn't work. It's not really user-friendly. The interface is just not really user-friendly, you know, as far as, like, trying to fix or adjust the settings or anything like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can mod and hack this thing, because it is an Android ISO. But like I said, like, that's the only people I would ever recommend this to. And I'm sorry about the reflection, but the only people I would recommend this to is for people that, are only going to use it for novelty reasons, you know? If you're going to use it for, like, you know, any DVD or whatever, yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's cool to look at this and, you know, watch something like Reservoir Dogs or Ed Wood or Eyes Wide Shut on this thing. You know, that's fun. I had fun with the DVD portion, and that's the only thing I can recommend it for. And like I said, you know, you could probably mod and hack it, because it is an Android ISO. And, you know, I don't know how to mod or hack that stuff, but if you do, then, you know, this is probably only recommended for those kind of people. Again, it's a novelty item. You know, it's fun to play with, but honestly, when it's all said and done, this is not a great resource to have. And I mean, in hindsight, like I said, like, you expect a lot more from this, because it's PBS, and it's like, you know, PBS has given us so much great entertainment over the, like, decades of entertainment, and they come out with some junk like this. It's like, you expect a lot more from this. And, you know, I've read some reviews on Amazon, and I've read some reviews on eBay saying the same thing practically. And really what sucks about it is, like, I got this for like $60 at like a like indoor swap meet. These retail on Amazon for like over $100, and I feel sorry for anybody that, like, is gonna waste her, you know, who thinks that this is a good investment, and it's not. It's a very sorry investment, and I feel, like I said, I feel sorry for anybody who ever, like, got one of these. And like I said, the only thing worth picking this up for is just for the novelty, you know. And now I'm just repeating myself to ad nauseum, but in hindsight, that's just the best I can do, you know. What else can I say about this thing? I mean, it speaks for itself pretty much, you know. Honestly, me talking about it is probably the most I'll ever give credit to, you know, the PBS Kids DVD player, although I'll probably use it in hindsight or in the future, because like I said, it is fun to play, you know, random DVDs on, you know. It is kind of novelty, but even the novelty just wears out, because after a while you're just like, okay, there isn't really much to this, you know. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video, and I guess I'll see you guys in the near future. You know, knowing me, it'll be like 8 years from now. So yeah, just don't hold your breath, because I think holding your breath will be a not great resource.
You're wasting your life making shit! Nobody cares! These movies are terrible!
To record over and over again. Be sure it's durable retaping tape. And just for kids is just for them. The Scotch Select Series videotapes. Choose them based on how you use them.
This program was made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.